Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back. Today I got my sister with me, one of my best friends, Sherre Harris, awesome minister of the gospel. We got ordained together, as a matter of fact, didn't we?
Yep.
And we have just done ministry side by side for probably 5 or 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first met Sherre, she was doing kids ministry at Adareth, and all by herself. I think what you had Patrick helping every now and then, but about
Maybe.
50 wild Adareth kids. And so it took me a while, to be honest, to let Sammy even go into the kids, because I have to know somebody that's taking care of my kid. And so I got to know Sherre first, and that's how we first became friends, just through that. And then I allowed Sammy to go in there, and then that's when you and Sammy became real tight.
Yeah.
And I guess that we've just grown from there. But like I said, I'm going to be introducing y'all to people that y'all can connect with. She's got major stuff she can share with y'all, and she helps me a lot. And so I just want to introduce you to Sherre. Let her share. Whatever happens. We're raw. We're just going off the cuff. So meet Sherre.
What's up? Well, I just wanted to share just a little bit about who I am and how I got where I am today. And I spent a lot of my growing up years and young adulthood trying to figure out who God was. I ran from him for a long time, and I did a lot of things to even try to prove that God doesn't exist. And in the end, what I learned was God does exist. And not only does he exist, but he loves me. And he loves each one of us so much that he's willing to meet us wherever we are, whether we're in addiction or perversion. It doesn't matter. I've done a little bit of it all, and he met me in all of it. And not only did he meet me in it, but he delivered me from it too. Most of it supernaturally. I've never had to struggle with it again a day in my life from the moment he took it from me. And there's no one else that can do that for me, for you, for anybody. Is the supernatural nature of God to want us to be who he originally designed us to be. And sometimes the only way to do that is supernaturally. And sometimes he doesn't do it supernaturally because we need something to hang on to that makes it real for us, so that when we're tempted to go back, we don't. And cigarettes was an example of that for me. I didn't really struggle so much with giving up drugs and alcohol or even pornography, but I did struggle giving up those cigarettes, and that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
You ain't got to tell me. You already know.
Yeah. But it took me 3 months to get to a place where I didn't have to pray 100 times a day to stay away from them.
Right.
And I think the Lord allowed that for me because he knew that I needed that struggle to hang on to, because I don't want to go through that again.
Right.
And so now
you had to feel the fight a little bit.
Right. And so because I felt that, and because I struggled so much with getting rid of that, I don't have any desire whatsoever to touch a cigarette,
right,
or Black and Mild, or anything,
right.
Just because, and even the alcohol and all of that, because of the one struggle, I recognize that there could be struggles in other areas, and I just don't want the struggle of having to get free of that again, you know. And so that's a little bit about me. And I've just when I surrendered my life to God. Now I said I gave my life to God when I was 15. But when I was 19, I turned away from him, and I ran hard after the world out of anger. Some things happened in my life, divorce and things like that with my parents and stuff. And I just lost my way. But when I was 29, I gave my life back to the Lord. And at that moment, I actually surrendered to him. And when I did that, it was just from that moment forward, it's always been about 100% pursuit of the Lord and what he has for me. And do we always get it right? No.
Of course not.
We don't. But, in the attempt to get it right, and the attempt to pursue God, he opens the door for so many things that we just never even thought we would be a part of or have access to.
Right.
A Dareth is one of those things for me. I grew up in the Baptist church and converted over when I came back to the Lord. I converted over to a Assembly of God, but there was still something missing. And a Dareth is just the place where I found what I was looking for. That depth and that next level is always there. It's always there no matter where you go, but you're not always taught about it. You're not always told about it in other places. But here, it's just
you're provoked into
yes,
it. You are pushed into
you
the
really
next.
are.
I mean, you
sometimes
are.
kicking and screaming.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You are sharpened. You are cut on.
Yes,
you are pushed into the fire.
That's right.
And I mean, and a lot of people come, to a place like a Dareth or to a Dareth, they don't like it.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
It's too hot. They're not ready to be purified. They're not ready to be cut on. They're not ready to be cleaned. And so what that does, that offends the flesh.
Yeah.
And
it sure does.
And the flesh is the body, so the body leaves.
That's right.
It takes the spirit with it.
That's right. Yeah, that's what happens.
And so me and you, we've stayed in the fire.
Yeah.
We've stayed in the fire, and we've allowed ourselves cut on. And Sherry and I have the same. Donnie is our spiritual father, so he treats her the same way he treats me. He's not a soft man. He's not a soft man, and I couldn't have a soft spiritual father. I could not have somebody soft that was an authority over me. I'd run all over him.
Yeah.
I'd run slam over him.
That's why we both have the same.
That's right. We hard. But what do you got going on? I know you're not teaching a class right now, right?
I'm not teaching right now. Well, I'm not teaching in adult class. I'm actually helping with the kids on Wednesday nights again.
Okay.
Because there was just a lack of consistency there, and you could tell it in the kids ministry and in the kids, and so I decided to just step up and do that for a season. I think our kids minister Maya's come in and come alongside me on Wednesday nights as well, and with that consistency from Sunday to Wednesday has helped the kids so much, and you can already see a difference in them even on their wild Wednesday nights. Because they are on Wednesday nights, but I love them.
Right.
And kids have always been a soft spot for me.
You're good. You're good. You're good with them. You're very good with them.
And the Lord's just kind of given me something for kids, and in the future, sometime, I don't know when, the Lord hasn't revealed that to me, but at some point I will be overseas establishing children's homes.
Beautiful.
With this heart,
right.
With the heart of a Dareth, not just your normal orphanage, but a place where a mother and a father come in and parent these kids, so that they're not left alone to wonder who they are and whose they are.
Right.
But to have consistent, intentional love and devotion for them with a focus of God as your Father.
Right.
He's the one who created you, and He's the one who will give you a purpose and your identity.
Right.
So that's my long-term goal. And I run sound here. I'm over the sound and media team here, and that's interesting to say the least. It's growing.
Well, you have to work with Uncle Jim, so
exactly, and so it's interesting to say the least. You're dealing with professional level stuff and really high quality stuff, but at the same time you're fielding spitballs and stuff.
Right.
So
and farts.
Yeah. So
But I do want to say this about you, Sherry. She has been just an amazing friend, like I said, to Sammy, but also to my wife. I know in my inner man that she is for my wife, that she ministers to her, that my wife ministers to her.
Yes.
I mean, and that's good to have. Being a husband, it's good to know that my wife has another woman that she can go to with stuff, to just vent to, and that Sherry has somebody that she can go to, and so I guess it's just anybody that needs somebody. Sherry's a great disciple maker. She's good at ministering, and we're called to do that, but she really shines in that area. So reach out to her. Her name, she's on Facebook. Are you on Facebook still?
I am. I'm on again.
Okay.
I'm
she's
back on
Facebook. you can reach out to her. You can find her here at Adareth, and
Yeah.
you know, let her teach you some stuff. Let her cut on you.
Yeah.
She's like I said, she's good at it. She's a person that you can trust, and her hands extended. That's
Yes.
all we want to do with these videos is just extend ourselves to the community, to people, whether it be through video, through Messenger, or through
Yeah.
the church, or in the streets. We just want to love on you. We just want to help you.
Yes.
Got anything else?
Just, I love Jesus and I love people, and here I am. This is me.
And you'll be hearing some more from her when she has words to release and sermons to preach. We'll put her on here and we'll let her release those words over you. But get to know her. I love y'all. See you tomorrow.
Peace out.